Earlier this year, a number of LDS women who blog, part of the growing Mormon Mommy Blogger phenomenon, decided to band together, put their faith out there, and see what happens.
I love to share fashion and refashion, mainly refashion tips.
I'm a jewelry designer, so I feature my latest pieces, and then I also do a lot of recipes.
I am basically cooking. I do a little gardening.
I thought it would be fun to have one that was kind of like the target of blogs, like a little bit of everything.
My blog is primarily just writing about just parenthood.
I'm kind of different from all these gals. I do hair tutorials on my little girls.
Their backgrounds are varied, but they all blog for the masses and post their creations to fill people's needs.
I think in our religion, we're just brought up in this culture of journaling and sharing your talents and helping others.
And I think, that's what brings us together, is just the need for help and ideas.
But Marielle stumbled on some things online that made her unhappy.
Things that were disrespectful to Christianity and religion and to the LDS Church.
She prayed about it, and the answers she received required her to step into new territory and reinforce the positive in a bold new way.
I knew that I needed to gather some bloggers, and I knew that I needed to gather their testimonies and put them together and send them out with Book of Mormons.
Some didn't want their blogs branded as Mormon, but most were enthusiastic, and Marielle landed a group of 32 women willing to tell their collective audience about their faith.
And I've struggled as a mom thinking, okay, how am I being a missionary? And I mean, in reality, you are within the home, but this has been a nice way to express it openly to those that read my blog.
It's always scary to put yourself out there with something that's so sacred and so personal to you, something that you hold so dear to your heart.
The group produced a 32-page packet that's mailed to blog followers who request it, along with a copy of the Book of Mormon.
There is something about having that physical packet with the physical copy of the Book of Mormon there together.
It is just every one of our testimonies, answering the question like why we are Mormon, what makes our life better because we're Mormon.
They each included 3 of their favorite scriptures and offered to answer readers' questions. The women started this in September, and in just 3 weeks' time, the 9 bloggers who got their posts up had 194 requests for packets, which they basically pay for themselves.
And a lot of these friends that I've met through blogging that are not members, I've had good conversations with them about it, and a couple of them have been interested in packets.
I've gotten some from people that said, I am so interested in what makes you Mormon moms tick.
So hopefully by sharing our full testimonies, it will allow them to know exactly what our beliefs are and what we represent in the church.
It's just letting our light shine and being a positive influence out there.
I think in subtle ways you can let people know that this is important to you.
If it entices people to come unto Christ, I think that's awesome.
Over the past 3 months, these LDS bloggers have sent out about 360 of their testimony packets and copies of the Book of Mormon, and a Michigan woman was even baptized after she received Marielle's packet and then took the missionary lessons. These bloggers are great missionaries. Well, thanks for joining us today, and since many of you will be on a new church schedule next week, we want to encourage you to continue watching Mormon Times online. You can watch all the episodes at mormontimestv.ksl.com. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sabbath day.